We're bringing forward the in-principle intention now, but this is a scheme that's going to take many, many years to work through in terms of consultation with residents, and then the implementation with the intention to have as many benefits as possible in place up front before anybody pays a penny. So we are talking about 2027 as the likeliest earliest point where this scheme would go live. But we've got to start the conversation now. You know, the environmental catastrophe that we are facing as a planet, Cardiff need to play a part in tackling climate change. We need to tackle the equality issues, and frankly, the impact congestion has on our economy all mean, I think, that now is the time to take the action needed to invest in our public transport system. So I think part of our vision for transport in Cardiff generally is a much more robust, much better developed public transport network. You know, you've got the absurdity at the moment where much of the east of Cardiff doesn't have access to the rail network, for example, even though there's a rail line running through it. We know about the pressure the bus industry is under, particularly still recovering from COVID, and that's some unique pressures. But what we envisage being funded in part through this scheme is lower fares on key routes and a much wider bus network complementing the tram network that we also want to introduce into the city. And I think there's the space to have that conversation with residents. Where do they want buses? How frequent? And then how do we put that kind of scheme in place, which incentivises people to use public transport as opposed to driving being the easy option.